Sometimes, if you listen really hard, you can almost hear it.
Our first ever instant star is...
You're it, girl. You're the real thing.
That moment your life changes.
It's about a girl who is just about to fly off and see the world.
Forever.
Jude Harrison!
Hello and welcome to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. As always, I'm joined by my lovely co-host Sam.
I am here with the wonderful, beautiful Chloe.
And today we're recapping the final mini of Season 3, Tommy and Portia.
A bittersweet history.
Literally. Tommy and Portia spiral downward into mistrust and death. That seems like a very dramatic synopsis.
Yes!
Just for reference to anyone listening, we said we were going to deep dive this, but then we both watched it and realised that there's actually nothing to deep dive, really.
No.
My memory of this mini was that it was a lot longer, or just more...
I remember it being longer. I remember there being a lot more to it.
Yes, I still love it, but it just seemed short.
Yeah, like, I still love it, and then I watched it today, and I was like, 18, 19-year-old brain, completely different than 38-year-old brain.
Yeah, when it finished, I was like, is that it? Like,
yeah.
I know the minis are short, that's the whole point of them, but I just remember there being more to it.
Yes.
Okay, so Tommy and Portia are together, they're a couple. I think we kind of pick up at the beginning of their relationship, and they're falling in love, it's the good days of them.
Yes.
And Tommy wants to get serious with Portia, but she knows that Darius, her brother, won't approve. And Tommy's kind of saying, well, you know, it doesn't matter if he approves because we love each other, kind of thing. And then it skips...
Love conquers all.
Yeah, love conquers all. And then it skips to some point later in their relationship, and I think they're now married.
Yeah.
Portia is questioning $300 that he spent on flowers, supposedly for her birthday, but the date doesn't line up. And Tommy's trying to cover his ass, basically. But Portia's a smart woman. She knows that something's up, and she basically gets him to confess. And he says, okay, I've been seeing Angie, and we learn that Angie is a backup singer for Boys Attack. And they have this huge fight that is actually very well done. There's no dialogue, it's just kind of slow motion silence.
Yeah.
And Tommy takes off his wedding ring and storms out. And Portia is kind of yelling at him, saying, no one leaves me, no one makes a fool out of me. She's Darius' sister. Like,
yeah.
That means something.
Yeah. Well, and she's Darius' sister, and she's Tom Quincy's wife.
Yes. Yes.
So she's like double. Nobody agrees with me.
From memory, I'm sure Tommy talks about this in 102. You know, when he's carrying Sadie into the house because she's drunk, and Jude asks, you know, who was Portia? And he says, she was my ex-wife. We were young when we got married.
Yeah.
So are they supposed to be like 18 at this point?
I mean, I always took it like they were married at like 18, 19 and divorced. Well, I mean, if Tommy's 22 in season 1.
Yeah.
And 5 years before that, I can't math. That's 21,
17.
20. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, a funny moment for me is they try and de-age Tommy by putting a headband on him.
Yes. I'm still like, no, honey.
Hilarious. But Tommy comes back, I'm assuming a few hours later, and confesses that Angie doesn't mean anything to him, not like Portia does. And Portia says, well, where is she now? And he says she took off in my car. And you kind of see on Portia's face that she's thinking, oh, shit.
She killed this mini with her faces.
Yes.
With her face acting.
Yeah.
Girl on point.
100%. And Tommy thought they rekindled their marriage, essentially. But Portia knows that she slashed the brakes. And the mini ends with this news bulletin kind of playing over the top of them, announcing that Angie has died.
Yeah.
Very dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
I love the chemistry between Portia and Tommy.
Yeah.
They do such a good job of making us believe that they have this history.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of the
And that
minis,
wasn't all always bad. That there was a good point.
Absolutely. And a lot of the minis in this season don't really have anything to do with the episode or move the episode along, but this one obviously does. It's huge.
Yeah.
This confirms all of the backstory that we've always wondered about them.
Yep.
And we know in 312 that when Tommy comes back and says Angie doesn't mean anything to me, he lied.
Yeah.
Angie meant more to him than anyone, but he lied to save his career.
Yep.
He knew that he had to stay with Portia to stay in Boys Attack. I mean, what do we think about that?
I mean, having. Well, I mean, it's kind of like Tommy did what he had to do to look out for number one himself. And also, Portia was like, you're not going to screw over number one, myself.
Yep. Yeah. I don't agree with what she did. Obviously, like, it's murder.
But I don't agree with what she did, and I don't agree with what he did. I mean, he cheated on his wife.
Yeah. And we kind of see more of Tommy's true colours in season 4 when he goes home.
Yeah.
I think in order to get as successful as people do, you have to be selfish and you have to be a bit of a shit human a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Well,
you kind of have to be somewhat of a narcissist too. And Tommy is somewhat of a narcissist.
Yeah.
But so is Jude, so is Sadie, so is Darius, so is, I mean, everybody in the show.
Yeah. And neither of them were right. They probably shouldn't have been married when they were 18. And yeah, there's...
Well, it's not like in the sense, well, because he cheated, I'm going to cut his brakes. 1 + 1, so 1 good plus 1 good doesn't equal 2 goods. It's something for me, taking it back to my faith and my beliefs. I can't do a lifetime worth of good and not confess Jesus as my Lord and Savior and repent and be baptized. Because a lifetime of good doesn't get me into heaven. Knowing that Jesus is my Lord and Savior, believing Him, believing in what He does, and living as He wants me to live, as He called me to live, that's what gets me into heaven. And in the same sense, like, I've talked a little bit about my addictions. I spent 17 years in addiction. So the quote unquote good I'm doing and I've done in my life doesn't cancel that out.
Yeah.
And so, like, in the same sense, I said all that to say, because Tommy did bad because he cheated on his wife. But his bad doesn't give Portia the right to go and do something bad too. They both, their bads are their bads, and they hurt each other and hurt other people in their selfish nature.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I feel like this mini is I don't remember any of the season 4 minis, but I feel like this mini is probably the most quote-unquote real.
Yeah.
The one that informs a storyline the most.
Yeah.
And we think that this mini was either written and or directed by Tim.
Yes.
I swear that was a fact, and now we can't find it.
Yeah, we can't find it. We both scored the internet. That's something we're gonna have to ask Steven, because I'm like 90. I mean, back in the day, that was like written in gold. Everybody knew that. We found out in the beginning that Tim is gonna have something to do with one of the minis. Nobody knew until this mini came out that it was this one, because then it came out that he wrote it, and or he directed it. He did both. He did one of the other. That was fact. Everybody in the fandom knew that, because I think that's one of the reasons why it was so different than the other ones.
Yeah, I have the DVDs. I need to watch the behind the scenes, and I'm sure that it mentions it somewhere.
Yeah.
I need to have a look. But we're just going to run with the fact that Tim had a big part in something to do with this mini, because I know he did. Just can't find it.
If you remember or please correct us, because if we're not that we're a factual based podcast, this is really just our opinions, but we don't want to put something out there and then be like, yeah, you guys are idiots, that never happened.
I'm sure it did, but it adds so much depth to it, because Tim has played this character for 3 years, and he
knows his hair. He knows Tommy like the back of his hand.
Yeah. And it just adds a special thing to this mini.
Yes.
It's probably why it's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. But the funny thing is, I don't know, watching it with a 30-something-year-old brain, it just seems so short.
Yes, it does.
But really good, really well acted, really dramatic, and yeah, probably my favorite mini.
Oh yeah, out of all the minis we got, my 2 favorite minis are this one, but it's my favorite season 3, and it's one of my top 2, because I don't have number 1 favorite, number 2 favorite. I have 1, 2 favorite, they rotate, and so it's this one, and oddly enough, it's Higher Ground.
Yeah, that one has a special place for me too.
I love the song. I love Higher Ground, one of my favorite Instant Star songs, and I love the mini because it's just Jude and her boys.
Yeah.
It reminds me very much of this No Sleep to Brooklyn, when they're on the tour bus coming home. It was very reminiscent of that.
My all-time favorite mini is the That Was Us one, because
that's a good one too.
It's just like they gave the fans a Jommy music
everything.
Video.
Yes. So 1, 2, and 3, and you know what, they rotate.
Yeah.
I can't say, I like this one more than that one. I like this one is number 1, that one's number 3. But it's none of that. It's number 1 spot. It's those 3. It's this one, Higher Ground, and That Was Us.
To be honest, all the minis serve a purpose. I wish we had season 1 and 2 minis as well.
Yes.
It was such a cool idea, and they're all fun. They're fun.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just get a little bit extra every episode from a mini.
Yeah. One thing I would have loved, and it's just because I love the relationship, especially when it ends up in season 3 and season 4, I would have loved a Jude and Sadie sister mini.
Yeah, 100%. I think she's in the Live Like Music one, because everyone is.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't get much sister interaction. Not like we could have wanted.
Right. Well, and I think, this goes back to being at 2 different spots in our lives when we're watching this. Not to say that, romance isn't a big part of our lives, and you're married, I'm sure relationship with your husband is a top priority in your life and it's very important to you,
Sure.
as it should be. I'm not married. I do crave that. I do want that. I do want a life companion. But also now being in our 30s, we know that there's other relationships that feed you and fill you outside of just romantic relationships. There's the relationships with parents, with siblings, with friends. I mean, and all of those relationships play a part into who you are. And so I think, like, when the minis came out, I loved them for what they wanted. Looking back now, I'm like, I would have loved a Sadie and Jude sister mini.
Yeah, same.
Because
100%.
their relationship by season 4 is so deep, but you don't see that played out on screen. It's like it happened at home and like off screen. You don't see that. And that's something. Man, if I could do an instant star reboot, love it.
Yes.
Like, that's something I would love to see.
Absolutely.
Because it's like they went from being high school, like a 16, 18-year-old sister who are like, oh my God, get out of my way, you're wearing my boots, to when you're in England, I'll take you for tea. No, I'll take you.
Yes. Yeah, I agree. But again, I think 2026 is a different lens than
Yes.
whatever year season 3 happened in, 2007.
Yeah. 7.
I'd love to see it done now because I think it would be
Yeah.
a different
I think
approach.
the different, like, bones would be there, but the structure, the same frame would be there, like a frame of a house. So that same frame would be there, but everything around it would be completely different.
Yeah, agreed.
I mean, you wouldn't see the Jamie and Jude bullshit now. You wouldn't see the Crest and Sadie bullcrap now.
No.
You would see Sadie and Jude healing and,
Yes, you would.
And honestly, a lot of the Jude and Tommy shit wouldn't fly now.
I know.
Because like, literally almost every episode that I watch, I'm like, red flag, red flag. Oh, wait, that's a really great green flag. So, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, for like
I just wonder if an Instant Star reboot would ever happen, There's been talk of a One Tree Hill one for the last few years. Scrubs has just had one, which I actually think they did well.
Friday Night Lights just had one.
Yeah. Maybe there's potential, I don't know.
I mean, hey, Steven, what do we have to do?
Yes, we'll ask him maybe.
Yes. Be like, so do you need help?
Yes.
What can we do?
Even if we just hosted a reunion, like Laguna Beach. I love Laguna Beach. They just had their season 1 reunion and it was so good.
Yes.
Like, this is the year of nostalgia, I feel like.
It is. It totally is.
Yeah, I love it. But that was all the season 3 minis. We recapped all 12.
Yeah, we have.
We only have one episode of season 3 left. Can't believe it. It's going to be a deep dive, I hope.
Yes. I mean, you can't not do a deep dive for what we both think is our favorite finale.
Yes. Like, I'm so excited. I just want next week to be here already.
I know, me too.
So stay tuned for that. And then stay tuned for, hopefully, a season 3 interview with Steven as well.
Yes.
Yes, but we will talk to you next week.
Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to The Breakdown, an Instant Star Rewatch podcast. The Breakdown was produced by me, Chloe, and Neon Network Production. Make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and listen to all episodes of The Breakdown on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. See you next time.